was a student of Bangalohe. Yeah. Bertrand Goldberg rejected his teacher's modernism and said we should be living in more natural spaces. A city within a city is Marina City. 1966, restaurants, retail, parking, boat space, recreation, condo, house of blues, bowling alley, bar and grill, brunch destination. So yeah, it's a city within a city. 2 cars have come off the side. One for a film with Steve McQueen, another for an insurance commercial. Are you in good hands? Also, it's valet only for 2 important reasons. Number 1, you're not as good at driving as you say you are. And the other reason is there's no elevator for you to use once you've parked. It's a man lift. A man lift requires training and a key. Now folks, if you want to look at a blast from the past, this is from 1914. It's the last industrial warehouse on the Chicago River's main stem. Designed by George Nemmons, symmetrically. Installed, symmetrical. Is the building symmetrical? LaSalle Street and its bridge had to be expanded, so they removed a bay of windows and slammed the bookend, hoping you wouldn't notice. But you did notice, because you have the best male tour guide on the Chicago River wearing lady sunglasses. There's no better tour guide on this river that's a man wearing lady sunglasses, I can tell you. Yeah. You know why they put a clock at the top of those buildings? iPhones were expensive in 1914. So were wristwatches. This is 300 North LaSalle. Does anybody like to reduce, reuse, recycle? Excellent. So folks, I'm gonna hop off the mic for 5 or 10 minutes. Normally I say things like, it appears 1 out of 10 of us has a great disdain for my presentation style. I'm not gonna say that for this group because everybody seems to be having a pretty good time. I'm gonna hop, thank you. If y'all need family photos, if y'all need choices with helps, I'm here for you. Thank y'all for the love. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks dad. We hugged at the end of the tour, by the way. Folks, look at this lounging lawn. This is our river walk. From the beginning to the beginning or end, depending on which way you start. Take a look at 333 West Wacker. That's light green glass, that represents the main stem and its white clay base. The dark green glass represents the north branch and its muddy base. And the curvature of the glass represents the south branch bending into the main stem. Did y'all see the difference in colors of the rivers? Did I point that out? Good, good. Did you see this in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That's where his dad worked. And you see in the Truman Show, it's the production facility. Folks, do y'all see this Franklin Street access? Look how easy that is on the knees. You only get one set of knees for free, and they don't even make it till the end. So treat your knees nicely. How are you going to remember the easy accesses? Because Scotty D is going to tell you. The Franklin Street access and the State Street access. And here's your mnemonic device. Benjamin Franklin was the oldest statesman to sign the Declaration of Independence. The other part doesn't matter. Benjamin Franklin was the oldest statesman to sign the Declaration of Independence. That doesn't matter though. Benjamin Franklin was the oldest statesman. That's your mnemonic device to get to Franklin Street or State Street. Hey guys, the Riverwalk is not a try to do it if you can. It's a do not miss. It's a $160 million piece of property that's free for you to access. Take advantage of it. $1.1 billion was allocated for this digital media projector. It displays art on the mark every night. 1 hectare of digital media, that's 2 acres. These floating gardens were not here in 2010. We added them. Before we added them, we did a survey. We found 9 native species of fish. We added the floating gardens, and 10 years later, 73 native species of fish. It turns out that wild fish prefer to propagate in plants and not concrete. Yeah, earth-shattering science there. Hey, to the city of Chicago's credit, we wanted greener river since the 80s, but the Army Corps of Engineers slows that process down as they're much more concerned about warships passing through this river. We can't put too many gardens, otherwise the warships can't pass through, and they get mad at us. This is the lovely splash pad, and folks, this is what it's all about. It's not about money, it's not about boats, it's not about the job, it's about bringing a kid to the water fountain and like, hey, we love you, but they're really funny. This is 55 West Wacker. This is called Danny DeVito. It's designed by C.F. Murphy from 1968 in the Brutalist style. We call it Danny DeVito for 2 very good reasons. The first reason, the building has been in several dozen movies. The second reason is, it's got a stunning, tall colleague on either side. And that's pretty much DeVito's life. Have y'all seen that picture from the 99 Golden Globes? It's Sigourney Weaver, Danny DeVito, and Gina Davis. It's that photo. Those women are 2 meters plus, and Danny's 4'10". This is Roche and Dinkaloo, 1989. It's a postmodern piece. You know Leo Burnett Advertising operates out of that building. Are you familiar with their work? I want chicken, I want liver, meow next, please deliver. How about it keeps going and going. Green giant. Oh. That's a real green giant. That's called the Carbon and Carbide building, designed by the Burnham brothers from 1928. That's real 24 karat gold. Some folks say it looks like a champagne bottle. I think it looks more like a couple of other things. Immediately to the right, you'll see the State Street access. That's what I was talking about. And our Vietnam Memorial for Illinois. And folks, high and to the right is the Jewelers Building from 1927, designed by Gabet and Dinkelberg. It had car elevators servicing the basement to the 22nd floor. And there's a good reason for that. When Capone knocked out the North Side Gang in the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, that left only 2 mafia syndicates in the city of Chicago. Capone's own Chicago Syndicate, and the other was called the City of Chicago, and they were led by the mayor. This is the other mafia in our city. It's funny, but it's also very true. Our city government was not serving the public. They were serving themselves, using the city as an instrument to do that. And so the Jewelers Building, the jewelers were cornered. They had no police to protect them, and they had mafias coming after them. So that's why they had to put car elevators in the building to make sure their jewelry got to the boutique. And I love designer ads. Obviously, you don't buy their clothes, but I love their ads. Folks, that was the tallest building in the world for 11 years. Genie Gang eclipsed their own record Folks, I'm going to say a couple of sentences, and I'd love for you to celebrate with me, however you celebrate with noise, okay? GD Gang from Belvidere, Illinois designed the St. Regis Hotel and Towers. This is the tallest building in the world designed by a female lead architect. It's 360 meters in height. It is 6 different hues of grays, greens, and blues, drawing your eyes into the curves and effortlessly back out, a lot like our Saturday night dance outfits. You know, the ones for after a breakup. The St. Regis Hotel and Towers makes up 12 stories of a rectangular prism. That's the hotel, I should say. And the towers make up the residences. If anybody's looking for 525 square feet to own in Lakeshore East, it's yours for $760,000. The good news is, it's completely unfinished. It's concrete, glass, and plumbing, so you can put in the linoleum. Discount if you're female. That don't get you anywhere. No, we just pay you 20% less. What's the occupancy rate? Boy, you're just making me a better tour guide than ever. But yeah, it's lower than we would like it to be. So there's a blow through near the top around the 80th floor, and the blow through is one per. Hey, Sid, what's going on? I got your dance moves. Oh yeah, we can do this. Get it, girl. They're applauding for you. Hey, y'all, that's my friend. Her name's Sid. Their name's Sid. And wouldn't you believe, I have friends, right? Isn't that wild? I know. We'll clock out and then hang out after work together. Like that friend. All of that's going into the Chicago River. It flows into Lake Michigan. Now in London, it flows into the English Channel. In New York, it flows into the Atlantic Ocean. In Chicago at the time, it flowed into our drinking supply. So we're going to reverse the flow of the river and poison someone else's drinking supply. That was the plan. We spent $12 billion in 12 years reversing the flow of the Chicago River. Now, let me show you on the smartboard. Okay, on the smartboard, you'll see a video of me holding my arms up. This is the Chicago River, and it goes to the Lake Michigan. This huge bicep represents Lake Michigan. This is the Des Plaines River, and it goes to the lower Mississippi Valley, the Mississippi Valley Basin. But these two rivers, the Des Plaines River that goes to the Mississippi River, and the Chicago River that goes to Lake Michigan, they run on the prairie 40 miles apart. So if we dig a sanitary and ship canal connecting the Chicago River to the Des Plaines River, then this river is going to drain through the sanitary and ship canal into the Des Plaines River, into the Illinois River, the Mississippi River. We introduced the Chicago River to a lower body of water. And that body of water is called the Des Plaines River. It's lower than Lake Michigan is. That's how we did it. $12 billion in 12 years. We moved more earth and spent more money than the Panama Canal. President TR actually sent his engineers to come watch us and said, do not make the mistakes they're making. Go learn from their mistakes, and you better not make them whenever you go down to Panama. So they literally came and just kind of stood over our shoulders as we did the work. Like, oh, so you don't do that. Yep, I imagine it saved them a few bucks. Now, folks, we reversed the flow of the river, and St. Louis